Okay, so in comprehension over the last few lessons, we've been looking at a strategy where we're thinking about highlighting key parts of the question and then finding those words and highlighting those in the text to try and make it easier to focus our attention on the answer. So I'm just going to go through three examples with you now, so that when you're doing your homework or work in class or indeed in the cycle tests, you can try using this strategy and see if it helps you to focus your mind more clearly. So let's first of all have a look at the question over here in pink. So it says, when should you move an injured person? Now, you would have already read the text at least once or twice, so you might have remembered something about that. But it's important not to just guess in comprehension. You need to be really clear that you are using the text appropriately. So I thought to myself, well, which of those words in that sentence are key to the question? And I think the first word in a question is always very important. You'll have things like when, why, how, where, and it focuses your mind on exactly what the question wants you to do. So, when should you move an injured person? I think that when, move, an injured person are key words there that you need to be looking out for when you go back and look in the text. So then if we go back and look in the text, over here, I'll circle, you can see I've skimmed through, because I've already read it once or twice in detail, and I've looked out for move and injured person, and there they are. Now all I then need to do is read the words before and after that around those highlighted words to get my answer in a retrieval type question. So you can see move the sick or injured person only if they're in danger of, out of a pool or off the road. So the question was, when should you move them? Answer, only if they're in danger. But by highlighting the words in the question and then those same words in the text, it's focusing our mind and helping us to do so more easily. Now, let's look again at the same example here in blue this time. What? So that first word is really important. What should you do if the patient is bleeding? And that patient is bleeding is especially important. That's going to be a key part we need to look out for. So I've gone back into the text. Now there was a word further up here, look, patient, but that didn't give me my answer. So I had to look further down, patient is bleeding. That was highlighted in the question. I've now gone back and highlighted in the text. And it's helping me to focus on where I need to look for the answer. Okay? If the patient is bleeding, place a pad or folded handkerchief will do over the wound and press it down until the bleeding stops. All that information is going to form your answer. And I would give you a cautionary word. Don't assume that you only need a little part of that. If it's asked you what you should do if the patient is bleeding and it tells you quite a long, detailed answer, I would, if you've got the time, put the whole answer down, because then you know you're going to get all the information down that they're looking for. Okay? Right, last one. In yellow this time. Why might you use a coat? Again, first word. Look how I've highlighted when, what, why. Important. Lots of children make mistakes in comprehension because they've answered why instead of what, or when instead of where. Okay? Why might you use a coat? Okay? Gone back into the text, finding the word coat, and then reading around it. A coat or blanket to keep the patient warm. There's my answer. Now, this is a really, really good strategy to use in retrieval type questions, and I am expecting you all to be trying it in cycle tests coming up in comprehension, and of course at home, homework, classwork as well. And let's see if it makes a difference in ensuring that we can be as accurate as possible with these types of questions. Thank you.